Hi, my name is Bill Mason from Mason & Mason, and this is Real Estate from an Attorney's Perspective. So today what I want to talk to you about is low down payment and actually no down payment options for mortgages on owner-occupied home purchases. Okay, so frequently the down payment and the closing costs are the biggest obstacle for people being able to buy their first home. And there's some really great options out there that you could work with to buy a house. So one of the most popular options is the FHA loan, and the FHA loan only requires a 3.5% down payment. So what that means is you just need 3.5% of the purchase price. So that's a pretty low down payment option, and their rates are great. The FHA also has a program called the 203K loan program, which is a program that not only allows you to finance the purchase of the house, but if you have a house that needs a lot of renovations, it'll also give you the money to renovate the house. And you see this used with great frequency when people buy an REO property from a bank and the property's in real disrepair, and it solves the problem of not only buying it, but how to fix it up. Besides the FHA, banks have conventional loan programs with 3 to 5% down payments. Those are very popular. The SONYMA, which stands for the State of New York Mortgage Agency, they have loans with 3% down, and they have a program where you can get assistance with getting that 3% for the down payment. So that's another great option with great rates. And if you're an eligible veteran, the VA has a program where you could buy a house with no money down. And that's a great option as well. And you see that a lot of vets take advantage of that. It's a great benefit you have. And this is a program that I actually only started to deal with a few years ago. And it's an amazing program. It's called the NACA program, NACA Loans. And there's no down payment and no closing costs and amazing rates. That's another amazing program. If you live in a rural area, the USDA has loan programs too. You have to be in a targeted area where it's a certain amount of population, but those loans are another good choice. Another thing that you should consider when you meet with your loan officer is obtaining a grant. And those grants are out there, especially in targeted areas. And I know a lot of the major banks can help you with them. So you should ask your loan officer about that. That can help you with the closing costs. When you set up the offer that you make to your realtor, a great way to reduce the amount of closing costs that you're going to need is to work a seller's concession into the offer. So that sounds harder than it is, but it's really not hard to do, especially if you discuss it with the realtors up front. And what that basically is that whatever the price is, you just add the amount of the concession to the price when you make the offer. So you're expecting to, let's say, pay $100,000 for the house. Instead of offering $100,000, offer them $103,000 with a $3,000 seller's concession. So it doesn't cost the seller anything to do it. And what that does is it gives you the ability to now finance a higher amount of the loan, because the loan will go off of the purchase price and you'll have less out of pocket for the closing costs. This is something that you see with great frequency. This is something that you should really consider if you are tight with money to close. And with the right guidance, these are all things that can be easily set up. I think that what you want to do before you actually go out and start house hunting is you want to make sure you're dealing with a realtor that's familiar with these types of loan programs and also familiar with seller's concessions, and will set a deal up that way for you from the beginning so that you don't have to backtrack after the accepted offer. And you also want to make sure you have obviously an attorney and a mortgage company that's familiar with all of these programs. So this is things that we deal with all the time at the law firm. If you ever wanted to consult on it, I'm easily available at our phone number, 516-739-3090. Or if you need a referral to a realtor or a mortgage person that is familiar with this, we can help you with that as well. This is Real Estate from an Attorney's Perspective. I appreciate you watching. Thanks very much.